Hey there, besties. Shall I bring the mic closer? Pause. Hey, y'all. Happy Monday. What's going on with you? Shout out to everybody that is here. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. What is going on? It feels like it's been a long time. I know. It's only Monday. Hopefully, y'all having a good Monday. It's okay, child. It's okay. I can't complain. Where's my water? No, I'm about to complain. Where in the hell did I put my water? Shit. Anyway, I had to come on here early because I got to go back to the dentist today. It's hell getting old, y'all. It is hell getting old. So I say, let's get on here early because I can't guarantee that I will be able to talk later. All right. So we got some things we got to get to and got all day, got a short time, but we got to cover off. Right. So I know we had talked about Kevin Samuels before, of course, with regard to this Ashlee Jenae Robinson situation with the Counting Crows, Viv, Claudia, and Chow, whatever the rest of them are. And the funny thing is that now, of course, everything is coming up because we looked at one, you know, they bring up them all. And I saw another one and I'm like, oh, no. We got to cover this one and see what the hating hoes was saying before, because you already know that they don't like ya or me, but we talk about you sassy straights right now. They don't like ya not having all this care and concern and not being kind and having empathy and sympathy with regard to this Ashlee Robinson situation. Rest in peace to her. Rest in peace to her. You know, there's a couple of people that have some things to say, whether it's new information, I don't know. We'll have to see, because honestly, I feel like right now there's really nothing going on. I did just drop a video though, based off of, oh hell, who the hell made the comment? Somebody made the comment and I'm just like, you know what? You know what? You're absolutely correct. Why the hell ain't Joe spending no money to get Ashlee's parents out there and or to get her back here, Bueller? I don't hear nobody talking about that. Joey got all this money, child. How come he not spending all this money on Ashlee, the love of his life? Because child, a friend said that they was in love, child. They had a real good relationship. You think with all that money he has that he would be able to help out on the GoFundMe? He could have just put in the straight up 50K. He could have just put in the straight up 50K. What happened? What happened? Like my granddaughter would say, what happened? What happened? That's what she used to say. She's older now. My granddaughter has been calling me all day. Girl, if you don't go to school, kids be out of school for nothing. Kids be out of school for nothing. I'm like, girl, why ain't you in school? We got the day off. For what? I don't know. Nothing. Spring break has come and gone. Easter has come and gone. Hell y'all home for? So now she gotta call me all day. Girl, I'm working. Sheesh. Keep leaving me voice messages because she's so young she can't really read yet. So all she does is keep sending me all these damn voice messages. Girl, if you don't go on, can I get you to do some work? She 5. Can I get you to do some work? Lord help your people. Help me. Lord help me. Anyway, she sends like voicemail after voicemail after voicemail. It's too funny. She's so cute. Anyway, sorry, that's my problems. Shout out to all of y'all. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. I'm trying to bring it up over here so I can watch what's going on, but it's not letting me do it. There we go. No, I don't want to watch that. I want to watch this one. All right. Keep an eye on the vertical version. Anyway, hit the like button. If I didn't say that already, I'm sure I did. Let me go ahead and get this party started because I ain't got all day. I got to be done by 5:25, period, point blank. 5:25 is the latest. Latest is 3:22. So I got 2 hours. We got 2 hours to get this party started. So let me go ahead and share the screen. Unfortunately, y'all, okay, I have to talk about, unfortunately, this Shreveport, Louisiana situation. And I don't want to, trust me, I don't want to, but I would be remiss if I did not. So I actually found this guy who does a great job. I like this guy. The Dynamic Reason channel. And he did this video 4 hours ago or 5 hours ago. It says breaking details emerge about possible motive in the Shreveport mass SHOOTing victims identified. Okay. So before I let him start speaking, let me first say that rest in peace to all these babies. How many times do I say people do not care about these daggone kids? They do not. They do not. They do not. I don't give one damn about what you allegedly think you're going through. I don't give one damn about how hard life is. I don't give one damn about somebody don't want your ass no more. I don't give one damn if the freaking roof collapsed on your head. I don't give one damn if you was evicted, put out on the street, and splashed by a truck. I don't give one damn. You will never, ever, never hear me make an excuse for some mess like this. And the sad part about it is that I hear some sassy effing straights make an excuse for this shit. I've been trying to stay away from it. But I've watched a few people and the things that they've had to say, and it's really sad and disgusting. Not sad in a way where I feel sad, but sad that some people are so far removed that they want to blame. Let me rephrase it. There are some men that hate women so bad. I'm saying it and I mean it. That there are some men that hate women so bad that they can find a way to make this the fault of a woman. I don't give a damn if she said she wanted a divorce. I don't give a damn if she said you will never see your children again. I don't give a damn about nothing. There's nothing that anyone could say to me that would make me think that this is okay and anybody else's fault but his bird brain, punk ass, bitch ass nigga's fault. You will never hear me say anything bad about Twitch. Rest in peace to Twitch. You will never hear me say anything bad about Twitch. Because he took himself out because that's what he wanted to do. If no one else is asking to be taken the hell on up out here, child, they can go to Jack Kevorkian. Y'all remember him? Go to Jack Kevorkian. He'll help your ass out. If he's still alive, I don't know. But child, to go out here and take out 8 kids and 7 of them belong to your punk ass, and somehow, some way, you bitch ass niggas can find a way to blame a woman for that shit, kiss my black ass. I said that. I meant that. I don't give a damn. Because if the roles were freaking reversed and some woman did this shit, that's exactly what you niggas would say. You see, they ain't good stewards. You see, they can't do this. You see, they can't do that. Fuck y'all. You heard? Lord, forgive me. Fuck y'all. No way on God's green earth. No way. That nigga should have took his ass out back and did what he had to do. You so Rico Suave-ish looking. You so Rico fucking Suave-ish looking. This nigga was allegedly having a baby with somebody else. How the fuck are you mad? You're fucking around, nigga. How the fuck are you mad? I don't care. I don't give a shit. Think what you want about me. Fuck y'all. I don't care. You can never, ever make an excuse for that nigga and doing this shit. I don't like this shit when you're doing this shit to fucking innocent fucking kids. They ain't even experienced nothing. Nothing. You can't even say that you can. These motherfuckers had the nerve to be saying that, oh, I feel bad for the kids. No, the fuck you don't. No, the fuck you don't. Something always has to fucking affect you personally before you understand you ain't no better than the bitches that you can't stand. You bitch ass niggas. And that could be anybody. Of course, who I was watching was black. Fuck y'all, okay? I said that. I meant that. Anyway, let me let this man talk, child.
Guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Well, guys, we got some more information, interesting information about this shooting out there in Shreveport, Louisiana, mass shooting in which a father killed 8 of his children, or 7 of his children, and shot 2 women. Now, more information has come out, and this right here is not some issue of mental, illness is something more than that. This dude right here.
Oh yeah. Mental illness. Oh, mental illness. You got mental illness. So do y'all motherfuckers. If you think that this is anybody's fault but that nigga's fault, you got a mental illness. Go get some fucking help. Diagnose. There you go. Dr. Messi didn't help your punk asses. Go get some fucking help. Go find something, somebody, or something, some way. Cause look at this. Look at this. This is a fucking baby on his lap. How the hell could this asshole look at any of these young black children and do anything to them? Miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit. Got a baby on his lap. They're all babies. Hell, the oldest is back here on the left-hand side and is still a baby. I don't care how much my granddaughter is annoying me. I'm glad that she's calling on me. I love that for me. She could be calling her other grandmother, what she might be doing. She could be calling her other grandmother. Let her bug me. You think I said that to her? No. Call me whenever you want to. Voicemail me whenever you want to, or voice chat, whatever the hell it's called, child. How the hell, when she FaceTime me, I look at that face with no teeth in her mouth, mind you, and could ever be upset. I could never hurt her. I could never hurt any of them. I could never hurt her. I could never hurt any of them.
Who was identified as the father and the shooter, Shamar Elkins, who took his self out of here after police chased him to another parish. The father, pictured with his kids up here, they're blurred out, is a dumbass. And I'm explaining to you why. I got a series of videos I'm gonna put up here, and they're all in order. And this information came throughout the night. And it gives you a whole idea of what happened. The children in the videos will be explained, they're identified, and their ages, and they're very young, and it's sad. But I want you to take a look at this guy right here. Is a dumbass, and all of this is his fault. And then he went out with a bang trying to correct the problem that shouldn't have been a problem in the first place. Pay attention, don't turn away. This is going to shock you. Take a look.
The local community is grieving this morning after a tragic domestic violence attack has taken the lives of 8 children. We do have team coverage for you this morning on the fallout from that. Joining us now live is Shannon Brinius with more from Cedar Grove neighborhood and the latest on what happened and what happens next. Shannon.
Nate, just 2 days ago, a neighbor tells us that this house was the scene of domestic tranquility. Shamar Elkins sitting out on his porch with his kids playing in the yard. But then just less than 24 hours later, this would become the scene of a devastating domestic violence attack. 8 children's bodies were found, 7 siblings and a cousin shot to death. 2 women were shot and gravely wounded, all at the hands of someone they trusted, that they loved, Shamar Elkins. We get more from Riley Curry.
We have a hurting community. We have hurting families. This is a tragic situation, maybe the worst tragic situation we've ever had in Shreveport.
Around 6 a.m., Shreveport police arrived to a home on the 300th block of West 79th Street near Linwood Ave. Inside and outside the home, 8 young children between the ages of 3 years old to 11 years old were found dead, many with gunshot wounds to the head. 2 victims who were also in the home survived the attack, an adult woman who was shot, and a 13-year-old who now has broken limbs from jumping out of a window. Some Shreveport police officers say they've never seen a crime scene so brutal.
I just don't know what to say. My heart is just taken.
Let me go ahead and shout out the oppressors. The oppressors that have to go behind all of this carnage. And no one ever thinks about that part. All they want to do is blame the oppressor for this and blame the oppressor for that. And I'm not saying that they don't do nothing wrong. I'm not saying that they don't make mistakes. But what I'm also saying, as you bitch ass MFers make mistakes, that they got to come behind and look at. Can you imagine having to see this house with this carnage in it and then got to go home and look at your own kids? Or then got to go out on another call, or then got to be there to go do it again tomorrow, or then got to just have those images in your damn mind. Nobody thinks about none of that. Nobody thinks about none of that. You ungrateful bitches.
Back, I want to let the community know that all of my resources are out here processing every piece of evidence.
This is a extensive scene, unlike anything I know most of us have ever seen in our careers.
The identified shooter is Shamar Elkins. 8 of the kids he murdered were his own. Across Linwood Ave on Harrison Street, Elkins also shot another adult.
Well, at least they said the right thing. 7 or 8, whatever the number is, that he red rummed The eight of the kids that he red-rummed. Thank you, media, for finally saying what it is.
Woman in the face. She is now in critical condition and is believed to be the mother of some of the children. A man said to be her father below Mays was at the scene this morning.
I was guest with my grandbabies the other day, and we was having so much fun. And I say for any grandparent out there, be happy. Be happy with your grandkids and have fun with them. I'm just praying that everything will be all right for my daughter. She's in the hospital right now. She's fighting.
How's she gonna be all right? How's she gonna be all right? I want someone to let me know how the hell she gonna be all right. Because what she's gonna come home to is that house. She gonna come home to no kids and that nigga gone. How? She's done. She's done. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't no way. You gotta come back to that same house. And he did her in the face. He allegedly 8 times from what I understand. 8 times in the face. 8 times in the face. Oh, but you got excuses for that bitch.
After the shootings, Elkins stole a vehicle, fled to Bossier, and was later shot there by Shreveport police.
And new information that we've learned in the overnight hours is that Shamar and Shaniqua Elkins were due in court today. They were trying to obtain a divorce, and it may be that's what sparked this violent rampage.
And that's what you bitch ass niggas was stuck on. Oh, but she filed for divorce. First the fuck of all, who gives a shit? Second the fuck of all, who gives a shit? Third the fuck of all, who gives a shit? Y'all in this, people got to stay together forever. Y'all got to let that shit go. Y'all got to let that shit go. They probably should have never been together anyway. I don't know. And we don't know that she filed for divorce. But even if she did, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Learn how to fucking cope. Learn how to take your own fucking self out. Stop taking out other people and these damn babies. So you mean to tell me that you loved her so much? He didn't. Because he wanted to hurt her in the worst way. And this hurts a lot of people who care for their kids. Because he took out the kids. So if she survives, first of all, she's been shot in the face. Then she comes home to no kids. Not one. Not one. Not one. Not one. I know. Fa. Shout out to Fa. That's the truth. The police don't do it. And that's not their job. I would never go back to this house again, but how can she not go back to this house? It's a conundrum if she makes it. If she makes it and has a quality of life that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And I agree, Uncle Rick. Shout out to Uncle Rick. I say that all the time. People need to get their shit together. I say that all the time. I say, if you don't want me, that's fine. I promise you, I will let it go. I'm not tire/slasher. I'm not breaking and entering. I'm not the follow you all over the fucking place. I don't do none of that. Have never done none of that and never will. I will be miserable and hurt and crying every day. But I know one day I will get over it, and I'm going to do it over there where you don't see me. It's the same shit at work. You could be at work and they piss you entirely the fuck off. Trust me, I have been there to break you the hell down that you are about to cry. You ain't never going to see me cry at work. And then I'll go to my car. I'll leave. Yeah, I'm not going to let you see me cry. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And neither will I you. Especially if you say, you done? Then we done, because I don't beg. Remember this shit when you come back, because the motherfuckers always, I don't care what nobody say. Or let me rephrase, in my experience, they always come back. No, remember that time when I was trying to tell you, and you said, nah, this is not the time, can't do it, I don't want to be with you? Cool. Don't come back here now, nigga. No, you done made your choice. Good luck to you, though.
More on our air here on KTBS3, as well as on KPXJ and on KTBS Plus throughout the day. Make sure you check for instant updates anytime by going to the web.
We appreciate you joining us on this Monday morning for First News. I'm Nate Fluharty. We do kick things off this morning with more reaction following the tragedy around the Arklatex. And team coverage for you this morning. We do kick things off with Shannon Brinius, who is live in the Cedar Grove neighborhood with more on what the community is saying following that tragedy there. Shannon?
Thank you, D Rockton, for the jewels. I appreciate you, boo. Shout out to all of y'all that are here. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
Well, Nate, the reports came in as a cascade of reports. You have the report of a gunshot and shooting here at this house here in Cedar Grove. And then moments later, reports of a carjacking very nearby, and the grim discovery of the bodies of 8 children in and around this home between the ages of 3 and 11, 7 siblings and a cousin. And meanwhile, they were dead at the hands of someone they loved, someone they trusted, their own father, Shamar Elkins.
I just don't know what to say. My heart is just taken back. I want to let the community know that all of my resources are out here processing every piece of evidence at every scene, and at some time in the near future, we'll be able to give some more conclusive information about exactly what took place.
Shamar Elkins' wife, Shaniqua, was also shot and gravely wounded, as was another romantic partner at a nearby house. Both those women are in the hospital in critical condition. Meanwhile, the scene got a whole bunch of bystanders and neighbors and community members and those who knew and loved the family to this area. They were all concerned. They were all grieving, wanting answers as to what sparked this. But we can let you know that today was the day that Shamar and Shaniqua Elkins were due in court to talk about their divorce.
So she found out he got another baby on the way, and then boom, 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 that everything. So everything boy.
Listen, thank you, Dane C. Listen, he got another baby on the way that's not by her. Let's not miss this part, okay?
But we can let you know that today was the day that Shamar and Shaniqua Elkins were due in court to talk about their divorce.
So she found out he got another baby on the way, and then boom, 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 that everything. So everything boiled down to that. So other than that, I don't know what went wrong this morning, but I hope she pulled through. So she got shot 8 times. So I have 4 grandkids. I have 5 grandkids gone.
So he has a baby on the way, according to that man, and you still think that it's her fault? So he effing up. And Kennard said a little bit ago, she's probably tired of taking care of his ass because it sounds like he ain't shit. Clearly he ain't shit. He ain't never gonna be shit. He was never shit, probably. I don't care. I know he was in the military. I don't salute that motherfucker. Fuck that nigga. No. So it's still her fault while he out here having kids with somebody else, which means she just got pregnant. That means he was effing around, period. But it's still her fault, of course. And now she ain't got no kids. And now she got to be rehabbed up. I don't even know if I should say hopefully. What kind of life is she going to have? What kind of life is she going to have? What kind of life is she going to have? So is it okay because she wanted a divorce, allegedly? Or is it because it's okay because he was allegedly have somebody else pregnant? This also shows and prove yet again, and I'm not going to celebrate, that bitches don't give a shit. Because let's be honest. Based off of what we've seen thus far, this is probably a very small community where they all know each other. And some bitch still fuck that nigga. Clearly, I will be demonetized. I'm okay with that. Clearly, some bitch didn't give a shit about none of them kids. And she said, I'll fuck you because you got so much to offer. Shout out to the sisterhood. Because like I always say, and I know I'm right, is that these bitches don't give a shit. I'm only talking about this part of the damn story. How the fuck you don't know that nigga got 8 kids? You know it. You knew it and didn't give a damn. That does not absolve him. That does not absolve him. I'm talking about whoever that bitch is and the fact that she didn't care about that mother and his wife. Clearly they was married because they was going for a divorce. And she didn't think, oh, well, she's black, I'm black. I gotta do the right thing. Why don't you go get divorced first and then come see me? None of that, nope. Because I told ya. Now, what the fuck she would want a nigga with 8 kids for? Child, to each his own, to each his own. I mean, he certainly looks like he's got a lot of money, right? He's no settling, y'all, no settling. I mean, he certainly looks like he has something to offer. A grade A OPP, allegedly. But that's okay. That's okay. Like I said, ain't no damn sisterhood. Bitches will go for what they want. Period. Point blank. Period. Point damn blank. Y'all can fall for that shit all you want to. Stay the fuck away from me and mine.
So meanwhile, this community is left mourning, is left grieving, shocked that some despicable tragedy like that could have happened in a house right here, a house that looks just like any other. And in the meantime, the community is going to try to find a way forward. Reporting in Cedar Grove community, I'm Shannon Brinius, KTBS 3 News. Nate, back to you.
Appreciate the update there, Shannon. The Caddo Parish Coroner's Office saying the 8 children killed were 3 boys and 5 girls ranging in ages from 3 to 11. They're identified as 3-year-old Jayla Elkins, 5-year-old Shayla Elkins, 6-year-old Caleb Pugh, 6-year-old Kadarian Snow, 7-year-old Layla Pugh, 5-year-old Braylon Snow, 10-year-old Marcaden Pugh, and 11-year-old Saria Snow. And welcome back. The Shreveport community and to the Bossier community, for that matter, continue to grieve this morning following an awful, tragic domestic violence attack that has claimed the lives of 8 children. We continue our live team coverage this morning with Shannon Brinius, who's in Cedar Grove neighborhood, with more on what that community is saying this morning. Shannon?
Child, Shannon ain't getting no sleep. Shannon is tired.
Well, and just 2 days ago, a neighbor told us that they spotted Shamar Elkins just sitting on his porch, enjoying the day, his kids playing in the yard, a picture of tranquility. And roughly 24 hours later, that picture would be shattered by the violence that Shamar Elkins reportedly delivered to his family, killing 7 of his own children and a nephew. Their bodies were found in and around this home, as well as also gravely wounding in a shooting 2 women, his wife, Shaniqua Elkins, and another romantic partner. They are right now struggling to survive a local hospital.
Now, she said another romantic partner, but I thought it was her sister, so I'm not really sure who the other woman is. She said romantic partner. Somebody else said it was the woman's sister, which is how the cousin kid was deleted because she was over there. And this happened first thing on Sunday. So that ass knew he was going to court on Monday. That ass already knew he was going to court on Monday.
We get more from Riley Curry.
We have a hurting community. We have hurting families. This is a tragic situation, maybe the worst tragic situation we've ever had in Shreveport.
Around 6 a.m., Shreveport police arrived to a home on the 300th block of West 79th Street near Linwood Ave. Inside and outside the home, 8 young children between the ages of 3 years old to 11 years old were found dead, many with gunshot wounds to the head. 2 victims who were also in the home survived the attack, an adult woman who was shot, and a 13-year-old who now had broken limbs from jumping out of a window. Some Shreveport police officers say they've never seen a crime scene so brutal.
I just don't know what to say. My heart is just taken back. I want to let the community know that all of my resources are out here processing every piece of evidence.
This is a extensive scene, unlike anything I know most of us have ever seen in our careers.
The identified shooter is Shamar Elkins. 8 of the kids he murdered were his own. Across Linwood Ave on Harrison Street, Elkins also shot another adult woman in the face. She is now in critical condition and is...
Oh, well, I guess maybe it is the romantic partner. I thought... Okay, so I'm not sure. All right, I'm not sure. One, again, these people said in a different place. That's why they keep showing that house. Okay.
No, most of us have ever seen in our careers.
The identified shooter is Shamar Elkins. 8 of the kids he murdered were his own. Across Linwood Ave on Harrison Street, Elkins also shot another adult woman in the face. She is now in critical condition and is believed to be the mother of some of the children. A man said to be her father below Mays was...
Wait, a mother of some of the children? So there's 2 baby mom... Oh, my God. So there's 2 baby moms, maybe, allegedly, child? Lord help your people. I hate this face, this motherfucker.
The kids he murdered were his own. Across Linwood Ave on Harrison Street, Elkins also shot another adult woman in the face. She is now in critical condition and is believed to be the mother of some of the children. A man said to be her father below Mays was at the scene this morning.
I was just with my grandbabies the other day, and we was having so much fun. And I say for any grandparent out there, be happy. Be happy with your grandkids and have fun with them. I'm just praying that everything will be all right for my daughter. She's in the hospital right now. She's fighting.
After the shootings, Elkins stole a vehicle, fled to Bossier, and was later shot there by Shreveport police.
So he went over here to the upper scale part of town in order to continue to be an asshole.
And new from overnight, we've learned something that may be or may have been the impetus for this violent rampage. Today was the day that Shamar and Shaniqua Elkins were due in court to discuss their divorce. We don't know for sure if that's what prompted this, but the timing certainly does seem suspect. That will all be part of the investigation. We're going to continue to get new information throughout the...
Child, I know you will. Shout out to Stephanie Chow, whatever her name is. Listen, Kennard, I agree with you. I agree with you 1,000%. Especially with kids this damn young. Why would you even want to be involved? Why would you even want to deal? Especially this damn young. But if there was 2 baby moms, which it sounds like, Why are you mad at the both of them? Because if the one wanted to divorce you, what the hell did this one have to do with it? Nothing. If this one wants to divorce you, what the hell this one got to do? I cannot, listen, y'all, I never, ever could imagine being with anybody else having to deal with their kids and their other parent. I just don't get it. Especially this young. And troublesome. This couldn't have been a calm situation. I could be wrong. I'm jumping out on a limb. This is allegedly, I don't know. This could have not have been a calm situation. And then somebody else was pregnant. So is that 3 women? Because he got pretty hair and bow legs. Is that a 3rd woman? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to keep seeing his ugly ass face and figure it out. And until we figure out what the hell this is. So rest in peace to those babies. And, you know, I'm not going to say anything. Listen, I hope whoever's in the hospital is not in any pain. That's all I got. Because I personally don't know if I can come home to a house where my kids were. They were no longer there. Because who knows if she saw before he did it or if he took care of her first. You know what I'm saying? So what if she synced it, heard it, then got to come back to it, then come home to no kids whatsoever? Oh, Lord help you people. Anyway, let me give something to bring up the mood, child. At the end of the day, when all of you biatches are talking about the man gotta make more, he gotta step up, more, it's not right, it's not fair, oh my God, you're poor, you're a bum, crusty, crusty, ashy. We're not gonna settle. No settling. We're not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Got a new song, y'all. Anyway, got it. Settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Oh my God. So you really gonna sit here and say this dumbass shit? You really gonna sit here and say this dumbass shit? What kind of thing is that to say? See, this is one of the people that I'm talking about, y'all. To even come up here and say that. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? We just learned that one woman doesn't have 8 kids. Do you have a hearing problem, a learning disability? Or are you just a bitch ass nigga like the other ones that I done seen today? Talking dumb about some dumbass shit that some bitch ass nigga black man did, and it's all that nigga's fault. Period. Come around here saying this dumb shit. Don't come here to saying dumb shit. Don't. I don't have time. I don't have time for dumb shit. Y'all want to talk dumb? You don't talk about this. So it could be child support. She wanted to leave and he will be put on child support. Shut the fuck up. Y'all say some dumbass shit. So the fuck what? Then he should have got himself a fucking vasectomy. How about that? What does that have to do with anything? That nigga should have wrapped it the fuck up. How about that? You won't say no shit like that. You're making an excuse for that nigga to go and delete 8 children. Seriously? Something wrong with y'all. There's something wrong with you niggas, okay? Carry your ass some the fuck place else, because this ain't the place for you. I'm not in the fucking mood for dumb ass niggas. If you can make an excuse for that shit, go the fuck on. Go somewhere else. Unfucking subscribe. I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't have to have it. And you ain't gotta be here. And I'll make sure that you really are the fuck out of here. Keep saying dumb shit and I catch it. You're the fuck out of here. You're the fuck out of here. Shit. You better, child, I'm not in the mood. 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 Anybody that thinks that this is anybody's fault, but that nigga that did this shit, that allegedly is supposed to be a father, that allegedly was, oh, he was playing with his kids. Go the fuck on. Block me. I don't give a fuck. We just crossed 43,000. It could go back to 42, whatever. I don't give a shit. I don't do dumb motherfuckers. I don't do dumb motherfuckers, and I don't do motherfuckers that blame the wrong person, especially when it comes to hurting damn kids. Babies for no reason. If you don't want to pay child support, don't have kids. If you don't want to pay child support, wrap it the fuck up or don't fuck. It's as simple as that. Tried and true. If you don't fuck, you won't have kids. Imagine that. Imagine that. Everything in the world ain't a woman's fault, niggas. Understand that. Just because that's what I focus on, I don't think that everything is a woman's fault. You motherfuckers mess up too. Plenty. A lot. And here is your, not Kevin, excuse me. But that story, that's all that nigga's fault. Period. Ain't no room for nothing. And I don't want to hear no shit about no mental health. Fuck that nigga. Anyway. Oh, this is child. This is BCP. And D-Rock, then I thank you for another high five. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. BCP did this I guess 3 years ago. Angry modern Black women celebrate the death of Kevin Samuels, and then we will go into the Ashlee stuff. All right, so hit the daggone like button and subscribe if you're new. Shout out to 43,000 though. Thank you all. Shout out to all the new subscribers. I see you. I appreciate you.
I made that post talking about if you're single and no kids and not working at least 60 hours a week, you're lazy. Guess what? You're lazy.
I wonder who he's talking to, because you know he didn't say anything to Black men about what they do. He didn't say anything. I wonder if that bitch ass nigga was working 60 hours a week. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say probably not.
I don't want to hear any of this bullshit about quality of life and life is to be lived. Yeah, to be lived for average. Amazing. You can live that average C life, that D life, but stop thinking you should have 8, 9s, and 10s and be eating steak and lobster and riding good, flying good, living good. You don't want to put the work in, then don't expect the outcome. See, this is gonna be a little too real for a lot of people because it's like you want to hear feel good stuff all the time. But I would be remiss if I would not be a quality teacher if I just let you feel good all the time. See, when
I said if you attracted a higher value man, you think you're going to make him wait until marriage? How do you think that's
sweetheart? I'm gonna tell you like this: my cookies is worth the wait.
Well, first off, check that, sweet. I know your cookies ain't worth the wait because you ain't nobody wait. You got 2 kids without a marriage.
Honestly, you rate yourself. Let's go to 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get back to reality.
No, I'm in reality.
No, you're not reality.
I'm in reality.
You're not reality.
You need to start telling these people. A title.
No, what I need to do is I need to direct people to this video and show you what's wrong. You don't need to put a title on nothing. It needs to just be free flowing. Yeah, yep. And over here, stuff works. Where you at, it don't. You don't need to put a title on everything. You can have babies out of wedlock. You don't need to be married. You can do what you want to. Mm-hmm. We're the only community that operates like that. That's why we got to take power back from these mindsets.
All right, guys. So
I absolutely support all of that. Do what you want. Do what you want. Okay? And don't come back to complain. He never talked like that. He never talked to men like that. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. He never talked to men like that. Shout out to Lauren Krause. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Shout out to Sandra Faye. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Boo, hope all is well. She said, if you were blaming women for the actions of men, then you are saying that women control men, which would make us the leaders in head. You can't say that men are the leaders. You can't say that men are the leaders, but that women control men. Now, I will say that I do believe that women can control men. They just don't know how to. That's the problem. And nobody wants to listen, because when they hear control, they think, I'ma tell you. Because the way that I have been taught when I was younger is the way you treat someone, the way you act with someone, what you can offer to someone, what you can do for someone, and then you got to see that they will do it for you. Now, it really came to F and F, okay, to be crass. That's what I was told. Not by my mom, though, by my best friend's mom, because she would always tell us all these antidotes on to keep us from having sex, for keeping us from not getting pregnant. So she would tell us all these things, and she was like, this is how you keep a man, F and F. You got to be nice. You got to be nice. And it's like, okay. Y'all think I was sitting there saying, okay. I was like, this bitch. It's like, no, I wasn't. But you think we was listening to her? We was listening to her, but not all the way listening to her. But it's good to have good role models in your life, right? So I think that's true. I hear what you're saying, Boo. I understand what you're saying. But you can't tell these women, given the ones that BCP just showed a second ago, you can't tell them nothing. They got all the answers and got all the problems. And then that's why they're mad at people who are married, women who are married. And instead of saying, shout out to you and what the hell should I do and what can I do, they would rather chastise. So that's why we're backwards with the what is right is wrong and what is wrong is right. And they're not trying to fix it, which we don't care, right? Go on, because all y'all doing is getting mad, getting sad, and making videos, which keeps us working. I would say that women can influence men, control. Nah, okay, maybe the word is not control, but they do have a power over men. Women do have a power over men, right? As long as they act right. That's how I believe it is. But they don't want to act right. That's the problem. Is no, like remember yesterday, not you, Sandra, but Tandra, you know, yesterday when we was looking at the one video that had that girl that looked like Snoop from The Wire, so this world of anything goes is the problem right now. So anything goes. So anything goes. So then that means when Snoop from The Wire, and y'all know The Wire, and y'all know who Snoop is, right? Snoop can have BCP as Uncle Rick as a husband. She thinks Snoop, not the real Snoop, that's just what the girl looked like. Snoop from The Wire thinks that she's the equivalent of Sandra Faye, and that she can have Sandra Faye's husband. Snoop from The Wire thinks that she can compete with Sandra Faye? Are you kidding me? But the delusion of everyone should have whatever they want. Whatever you think is right, you can have it. If you think you think you're wonderful, then you're wonderful. Well, you can think that you're wonderful and you should have self-confidence. But conceitedness and delusion, those are different words. And these people don't like to learn meaning of words. So they just think it's, I'ma tell you. And that's not working. And it ain't working right now with the Rolly and the crew. Because that's why they spazzing the hell out about the fact that it seems like there's more and more Black people that are saying, you know what? I don't think I believe your ass no more. Because ain't nothing changing. They just lying in front of our faces. Al Sharpton and Roland, not to get off subject, are sitting here lying in people's faces. And those people won't see it. Some of us have already seen it. And then they're still going to follow that because all they're going to say is Donald Trump is bad. So now, before I let this play, and I'm sorry to get off subject, who going to go down there and help those people? from all this national pro-black people that love black people. And do y'all think you're going to see any of the D9 or Boule going over there? Poors. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm not being rude, but let's be honest. Poors, fake poors down in Shreveport. Do y'all expect to see any of these people to come down there and work with y'all and pray for y'all and provide stuff for the community? Who's your representative, child? Honestly, where they at? Did they say a word? They coming down there? They gonna do anything? They gonna fight for y'all? They gonna bring something for y'all? Anything? Bueller? Anybody know who the representative is down there in Shreveport? You think any of those people that love black people, that care for black people, you think Funky Dineva's going down there? You think Claudia Jordan is gonna go down there? You know when they gonna go down there, y'all? I give you 3 guesses and the first 3 don't count. When are they gonna go down there, Bueller? Anybody know? Anybody know when any of those people are gonna go down to Shreveport, Louisiana? I know you know. I'm gonna see if you know. They're gonna go down there when the oppressor deletes a black person. That's when they're gonna go down there, because that's all they care about, is to continue their narrative, and then y'all, not y'all, continue to fall for it. I'm just saying. Anyway, sorry. As an aside, come on, BCP.
It's gonna be a very, very, very tough video for me personally, because we have to talk about the death of somebody who I think was really pushing the right message in the black community in regards to trying to preserve the nuclear family and help people self-improve. And the person I'm talking about that has reportedly passed away is Mr. Kevin Samuels. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Kevin Samuels, I've probably talked about him once or twice on my channel, but he was a guy that basically became a YouTube star, internet sensation for his relationship advice. Okay, when he started YouTube, I believe that he was mainly just focused on men, helping men become better partners for their women, helping them find wives. Okay, men's self-improvement. That is what the guy was initially focused on. And then he turned his focus to women and helping women become better partners for men. And that is when Kevin Samuels went viral and reached stardom, because he started telling women a whole lot of things that women didn't want to hear, specifically black women. Okay. And the guy, because of that, again, he got very, very famous. But at the same time, there's a whole lot of hate and vitriol that came from black women towards Kevin Samuels for the things that he would say about women. Okay. Things that, in my opinion, are true, but, you know, they're uncomfortable truths. Right. And he said it in the most blunt.
The uncomfortable truth, child. The uncomfortable truth.
Way possible, which made a whole lot of people uncomfortable. Okay. So he created a mob of basically black feminists that, you know, don't really like him all that much. Okay. That want to see his downfall. And
he created a mob of black feminists, the feminists that really don't like women anyway. If anybody ever believes that women really like each other, child, I got some things to sell to y'all. Okay. That cost $1,000 each. I don't know what it is, but just trust me, it costs $1,000. Okay. Women do not like each other. I don't care what nobody say.
And there's a few reasons why I'm doing this video. The first reason is because I want to basically talk about how great I thought that Kevin Samuels was, okay? And the fact that I believe that this guy was the #1 advocate for the nuclear family, right? And trying to help fix the black community, which in my opinion, I think that everything in regards to the problems of the black community really stems from the family. And I think that Kevin Samuels understood that, and that is why he focused so much on this topic and trying to help people pursue successful and prosperous relationships, right? He did it in a way that I like, that
wasn't News One black? Isn't this something that Rowley was a part of at one point? Kevin Samuels, misogynistic image consultant and self-proclaimed relationship guru, dies at 56. Written by Bruce C.T. Wright. Shout out to Bruce, jackass.
Thought was the proper way to do it, which is to be blunt and uncut about it, right? Tell people straight up what their issues are. Okay, just like you guys saw at that beginning clip that I played at the beginning of this video. When he was giving advice to men, he gave men the same smoke that he gave women, right? But he didn't have a mob of men coming after him, calling for him to be canceled, right? He had men that said, you know what, you're right. My outcome in life is based off what I do. It's based off the amount of work and effort that I put into self-improvement.
Work and effort? What? Work and effort? What in the hell?
The type of woman that I'm able to get in my life is based off, again, the work and effort that I put in into making myself the best man possible. Somebody that a woman is going to see as high value. Somebody that a woman is going to see as a great partner to have children with, to start a family with. Okay? That is what he was telling men. And he told men this in the most blunt way possible. Ultimately, his message was a message of personal responsibility. right?
Personal responsibility. What in the heck is that? What?
But again, when he started preaching that message to women who signed up to get told the things that he told them, all of a sudden
he signed up.
He's a misogynist, right? He's a sexist and he hates women. Okay, and they've been trying to cancel the guy for a long time, right? And it sparked headlines like this that are absolutely disgusting from News One that calls Kevin Samuels a misogynist when announcing his death. Now, initially, his death was just a rumor. It was just a Twitter rumor. There was no confirmed reports. But now you have a bunch of people that are close to Kevin that are coming out and saying that, hey, you know, this is true. I think now there are enough reports to conclude that he is, in fact, deceased. So with that being said, again, I want to get into some of the disgusting reactions that I saw when it came to the news that, you know, Kevin Samuels passed away. Let's go ahead and roll this one clip of this woman's reaction. Take a look.
If he died, he died. Okay. And if black.
Oh, let's pay attention, y'all. Excuse me. Let's pay attention because hold on. Let's not forget. Lest we not forget time tonight, but let me rewind it. You heard Claudia now. I'm
going to say this, and people can be mad at me if they want to. I think just because someone passes on, it doesn't mean we just, now we can't say anything negative or honest about you. Mm-hmm. I think just because someone passes on, it doesn't mean we just, now we can't say anything negative or honest about you. I think just because someone passes on, it doesn't mean we just, now we can't say anything negative or honest about you.
You heard what Claudia said. Y'all heard what Claudia said. Shout out to FDNHT for the memberships. Thank you. Appreciate you. If you did catch a membership, please make sure you go ahead and thank Full Drinking and Half Thinking. I appreciate you. Shout out to all the channel members. I see you. I appreciate you. I cannot. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to all 43,000 subscribers. Go ahead and catch that membership. Thank you so much. And thank you for another 20. Which is, I can't see. Thank you, Boo. He said, too early for this madness. Take your ass to bed. It's 4 o'clock in the... Child, some of y'all just be saying shit. It is 4 o'clock in the damn afternoon. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. Shout out to all of y'all that are here. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. 3 a.m. Thank you so much for another membership. Please, again, anyone that's catching any of these memberships, thank Trent or thank 3 a.m. 3 a.m. always gifting the membership. I see you, Boo. I appreciate you. Y'all make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. We got to pay attention here. All right. Because I'm telling you. These people forget this part. We didn't forget. These people forgot this part. We did not forget. Okay. Brandon, child, I cannot see. Brandon Greer, I'm so old. Love you back, boo. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Shout out to Aliyah. Let's hear it, child. Let's hear it. And remember what Claudia said.
Women want to express that they don't have a problem with it. If they're happy, we have the right to do that. They have no problem with expressing. I have heard these men say that they didn't care about the lives of black women. They didn't care about black women's children. I don't care. He's not my daddy.
Did Kevin Samuels say that? He said he didn't care and he didn't care about black children. So we just making shit up. I know he didn't say none of that. So we just making shit up, right? Okay.
Okay. I don't know this. I've never seen, I've met him online. You know what I'm saying? He's been to my platform a couple of times, but this man, he was on bullshit. He was on bullshit. So for the people that actually maybe knew another side of him or whatever,
Can y'all see these comments? I don't do forgiveness for people who aren't even sorry about the evil they have done. That's just dumb AF. If he is alive, we are okay with celebrating his fake death. This is practice. Is the Naker dead? I hope he doesn't call in. Rest in PP. Lest we not forget all this. Okay, lest we not forget all this.
Understand them being in mourning, but I'm not in mourning. If he's dead, this mother's dead, and I don't give a damn. And ain't nobody gonna make me take.
If he dead, I don't give a damn. Okay, sis.
That back. And I don't think that's evil. I don't think nothing is wrong with that. I don't have to bridle my tongue. What the fuck am I alive for?
Yeah.
That is not evil. Remember this, y'all. Let me rewind that. This is not evil. Okay.
This man, he was on bullshit. He was on bullshit. So for the people that actually maybe knew another side of him or whatever, I can understand them being in mourning, but I'm not in mourning. If he's dead, this mother's dead, and I don't give a damn. And ain't nobody gonna make me take that back. And I don't think that's evil. I don't think nothing is wrong with that.
That ain't nobody gonna make me take it back, and that ain't evil.
I don't have to bridle my tongue. What the fuck am I alive for?
Yeah.
I don't have to bite my tongue. What do I have to lie for? We support that. We support. Listen, I got another video right here. When somebody try to come at y'all and give y'all a hard time for wherever you say it at, just come right over here and clip it, y'all. Come right over here and clip it. This is Stars was mad, and they didn't care about giving none of y'all who probably cared for Kevin Samuels no support at all. They just said F y'all, right? But now don't forget that y'all are supposed to be giving a damn about what's being said about Ashlee. Y'all not showing no compassion. Y'all not showing no empathy. Y'all not showing no sympathy. How dare y'all? How dare y'all? Child, and no shade, but she wasn't even, the only reason she's famous is because this happened at this point. I mean, maybe she influenced somebody, but we also looking at her influence, and we're talking about the influence, okay? I'm just saying. But they can't differentiate that. Just like when it's a black woman with a white man, it's all good. It's great. You go, girl. You got yourself a soft life. You got a good one, girl. It's all good, girl. We got it, girl. We understand, girl. We got you, girl. You do that, girl. You don't need no crust, rust, dust, must, ashy ass bums. You got a good one, girl, and he got money, girl, and you got a soft life, girl. We understand, girl. We tired of him too, girl. We understand you tired of him too, girl. Right? Ain't that what it is? Ain't that what it is? Then Ronnie goes to the daggone prom with a white girl. Kobe dies. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. No one just black gets the money. Forget his kids. Nobody black gets any money. Child, he don't want you. Just understand it, though, that he don't want you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, how soon they forget. How soon they forget. What does it say? Kevin Samuels was a black conservative sneaking white supremacist talking points into Lord help your people. You know what's funny about this though? Because I feel like this is also a part of why Rolly and the crew is getting upset and they tired of people talking out of turn. Because if you went up there, if you saw that video where the dude went up there at the Al Sharpton Nan event and he said, yo, first of all, he wasn't lying. I don't know why they upset. Child, they older than me and I say I'm old, right? And then said that the young people need to come in. How long do these MFers think that they are going to run shit? Like, seriously, like you're gonna run shit forever? Is that what y'all think? These MFers ain't even trying to pass nothing on to nobody else, teach nobody nothing. Nothing. Nobody sees that? Like what? Oh, you know who they passing it on to? Guess who they passing it on to? Whores. Fake pores. Not y'all. Not y'all. They passing it on to their own. And if you synced that post that I put up where they checked, D9ers checked Rolly, the Boule, the Masons, child, whatever they are, they said, nigga, take that shit down about Justin Fairfax. It's too soon because we said so. He got right in line. When have y'all ever seen Rolly get in line and listen to anybody? Child, I don't even know if he listened to his wife. But he got right in line when the Boule called and said, nigga, get your shit in line. He lined the fuck up. See, the mistake that he made is that he had to cover off with his regular smegulars as to the reason why, but he made the mistake for the rest of us that already knew. And now y'all can see, if you choose to see it, that the control is at the top. They controlling the colored community. And they're mad that the colored community is, some of them are finally seeing y'all just full of shit while you line your damn pockets and you try to tell us what to do while you over there getting rich. Tethers, no shade. Y'all over there getting rich. Y'all telling us FBAs what to do. How in the hell? And then that dude was completely right. It's younger people that need to come in. You motherfuckers ain't lasting forever. Joe Biden clearly wasn't. Mitch McConnell wasn't. And you ain't either. But they don't want to give up that control and the damn power, and they want to make more money whilst talking about racist ass Trump, and all he want is oil, and all he want is money. Well, y'all, what do you think these motherfuckers want? What do y'all think they're doing this because they ain't got nothing to do during the day? They ain't got nothing else to do in the day? Child, please, can we please use this thing between our ears a little bit? Stop listening to MFers that don't give a shit about you, ain't teaching you shit. They should be teaching somebody. They should be grooming quite a few people to take over their old ass spots. Maxine Waters is running again. James Clyburn, I think, whatever that nigga name is, running again. Child, come on, BCP. I ain't got time.
So that's just, again, example of some of the reactions here. And I'm actually going to go through some more tweets here just to give you guys an understanding of what some people were saying as the rumors swirled that, this guy passed away. This guy says, Kevin Samuels was a black conservative, speaking white supremacist talking points into dating advice, playing on the insecurities of black men and women all the way to the bank. That's all I got for now. See y'all soon. So basically, what they're saying here is that, well, he's saying things that, black liberal women don't agree with. So therefore, he's spouting white supremacist talking points. Again, very typical.
Y'all sound like BCP been saying the same thing since way back when. Shout out to Uncle Rick. Oh, Lord. I'm so old. Shout out to Uncle Rick. Thank you, Boo. He said, you were still cute with glasses on, Messy. Thank you, Boo. Because y'all telling you I could not see. I need to go get some glasses. I really do. This is a mess. Thank you, hon. Shout out to my fave. He said, child, what Ro looked back and moaned from a prostate. Rolly looks back and goodbye, sir. Goodbye, sir. Don't you start. Don't you start. I cannot. Shout out to
for the court stuff from the far left. Mr. Ernest Owens, who's the blue checkmark, says Kevin Samuels had made a career off of shamelessly disgracing black women for profit. He emboldened the most toxic individuals to protect, tire, and harmless narratives about black women, dead or alive. What a disgraceful life to live. That's all I've got for the misogynist. Wow, these people have no shame. Y'all mad at people for celebrating that Kevin Samuels died, but they didn't care when he was spewing a bunch of...
Remember these tweets? Yeah, when someone comes back and says something about what y'all might be saying about the Zanzibar, we're going to call it the Zanzibar incident. If somebody comes back and starts saying shit about the Zanzibar incident, now I got 2 live streams for y'all to refer to.
Sexist, misogynistic BS. Please cry me a river. So yeah, I hope that gives you guys a feel for some of the more negative reactions to Mr. Kevin Samuels' death. And I don't want to focus too much on the negative people because at the end of the day, they're doing it for attention. Okay, they hate it.
For sure. So shout out to Greg for that. Those are all the examples that he had, but we already knew, we didn't already seen. And so because I saw this, I said, well, shit, we might as well look at some more, right? So there we go. So again, if somebody comes to you and says that, how dare y'all? How dare y'all? You'll be like, no, how dare y'all? You can just come back and say, no, how dare y'all? Okay? Because ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, as they say. And now you can dish it, but you can't take it, y'all. Take your pick on which one you want to say. So while you hating hoes is listening, because I know hating hoes is always hating and listening, you can take that where? Back there, like your girl Viv says, okay? So miss me with all that bullshit and answer back on that video that I did earlier, a few hours ago, about why is it that the wonderful Joe McCann has not, 1, helped the parents, 2, giving up the money to help with the GoFundMe, 3, did anything to get the daggone girl back here. Nah, nothing, no money, no post. They live their life online. That's right. He was worried about the cryptocurrency child and trying to get another $100 million back. But ignore all that. That's okay. We'll cover it. Don't even worry about it. Gorilla Grip, thank you, boo. He said Maxine Waters complains about Trump, yet Maxine Mumram Walters still hasn't fixed Compton. She's in charge of Compton, y'all? I didn't know that. Wow. Of course they're going to vote for her. Of course. First of all, if no one runs against her, there's that. But then they're going to vote for her because it's Maxine. And you can't not vote for Maxie. You cannot not vote for Maxie. All right. So let me move on to Dr. Umar, because Dr. Umar said. Dr. Umar had to weigh in. Yeah, you already know. Now, I'm just catching this. This is 6 days old. It says bunny hopping gone wrong in Tanzania. Tanzania. From Dr. Umar Johnson, child.
She really went from celebrating love and life to actually being found lifeless. And her family has every right to be questioning, asking the questions that they ask because they do not add up. I don't know if I'm too deep off in TikTok streets, so y'all on the same street as me, but have y'all ran across the story of Ashlee Jenae? If not, I'm gonna run it by y'all and we're gonna talk about it in the comments. So Ashlee was dating a man who was palm colored and he decided to take her to Africa for her 31st birthday. Well, while they was on the trip, he ended up taking her to a safari where he ended up proposing to her and she said yes. Well, later on, they found her unresponsive in a hotel room and they actually sent her to the hospital where she was pronounced deceased. Now, he is saying that Ashlee took her own life, but Ashlee's family is coming out saying impossible, like Ashlee would not. Now, what is so crazy to me is one of the comments on Facebook, somebody actually said he's going to unalive you, and somebody else said it's his facial expression and the first picture that y'all took. The fact that he's saying that, you know, she unalived herself by eating herself, it just don't sit right with me because y'all in Africa, and where was you? You get what I'm saying? Like, where was you at when she was doing this?
I want to say this to my Black sisters. I want to apologize to all Black women on behalf of Black men who have mistreated you, some of us.
Dr. Umar is apologizing for all of y'all that possibly did something to. Let me rewind that. Let me hear that. He did include himself, at least, y'all. He did include himself.
Africa, and where was you? You get what I'm saying? Like, where was you at when she was doing this?
I want to say this to my Black sisters. I want to apologize to all Black women on behalf of Black men who have mistreated you, some of us. I want to apologize to all Black women on behalf of Black men who have mistreated you.
Oh, I accept it.
I want to apologize to all Black women on behalf of Black men who have mistreated you.
I accept it.
But sisters, you cannot be going out there. Snow puppy hunting is very dangerous. Snow puppy hunting is very dangerous. Snow puppy hunting is very dangerous. Snow puppy hunting is very dangerous.
That's more than 3 times.
Snow puppy hunting is very dangerous.
What's wrong? You glitching?
Too many Black women are being unalived.
Oh, okay.
Too many Black women are being unalived.
One more again.
Black femicide is not getting enough attention. I want to start a campaign against Black femicide. Are you with me, my sisters? Where my sisters at? Where my sisters at? My brothers, will you stand with me in a campaign against Black femicide? Our Black women are being murdered by us and by the others. Our Black women are being murdered by us and by the others. Our Black women are being murdered by us and by the others. And let me tell you this. I just read a study yesterday.
Yes.
Listen to me, bunny hopping Black queens. Listen to me, snow puppy having Black queens. I read a study yesterday that said interracial violence, romantic violence is higher than Black on Black romantic violence. I'm gonna say it again. I just read this yesterday.
He ain't give the reference for it. Who believes him? I don't know. But at least Dr. Umar apologized, child. I ain't never heard that before. Shout out to Trent. He said, thank you, honey. He said, people vote for this effery and then cry about the results they get as usual. Bunch of effing morons. And I'm telling you, seriously, I don't know who lives in California or by Compton where Maxie is. Who runs against her? I know nobody does. And plus, I know that even if they did, they're still going to vote for Maxie. I'm just saying. Gorilla, thank you, boo. He said, remember this. Ashlee used Black men's money to fly her and Brad out to the motherland. Video vixen while downplaying Black men. Listen, you can freely talk because we just watched the video today and yesterday as to why. I'm just saying. Hey, boo, I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Kofa. Didn't reference where he got it or the genders of this. Exactly. You're just saying shit and you're a psychologist or something, whatever he is. And you're not going to reference your source so that we could at least go look at it. Okay, sir.
Listen to me. Black women, I need you to hear me because I've heard some sisters say, Black men assault us, Black men unalive us. So why not go puppy hunting? I just read some research, Black woman, that says you're more likely to be abused by the others than by your brothers. You are more likely to be abused by the others than by your brothers. You are more likely to be abused by the others than by your brothers. So sister, please be careful when you go snow puppy hunting. If you think melanin deficient people are psychologically healthy, if you think melanin deficient people are psychologically healthy, I'm gonna leave that to you. But we are going to start a campaign against Black femicide. Too many Black women are being hurt and harmed. Too many Black women are being hurt and harmed. Too many Black women are being hurt and harmed. We got to do something about it. And Black man, if you can't keep your hands to yourself, we're going to have to break them. We're going to have to break.
Back to y'all. Even though this is about Black men, back to y'all sassy straights, okay? If you don't keep your hands to yourself, He gonna do something to your ass. Dr. Umar, go on down there to Shreveport and get on down there and help those people. Go see that daggone woman who's suffering right now at the hands of a black man or black male. Let me rephrase, a black male. Let's seriously, if y'all see somebody really go down there and support that woman or help that woman, please send it to me because I'll be glad to talk about it. I will give them their props, but I got a feeling I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not wrong, but I could be wrong. There ain't nobody gonna go down there because they don't give a damn. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. But if it was the oppressor, they would have been down there. Ben Crump, this is an outrage. Shout out to Gen Z. She said, black queens forever. Shout out to you. Oh my God, that song's so annoying. Thank you so much. Shout out to RBN. Thank you, boo. Don't forget to say it 3 times to make it true. It's like making a wish. It's like clicking your heels 3 times, and that's what will make the dream come true. I hear you. Kunal said he read that on page 3 of the latest Black Tail magazine. Goodbye, Kennard. I cannot with you. That's hilarious, though. Shout out to Kennard.
You think, black man? What do you think about that? We need to get a hammer club. We need a black hammer club. So when we hear about black men beating on black women, we find them. We get the ski mask team. We get some black hammers.
Is this man inciting violence?
We find them on a dark alley and we break their damn hands. That's all we got to do. If they can't keep their hands to themselves, we break their hands. It's real simple. It's real simple. If they can't keep their hands to themselves. But ladies, I want to say this to my sisters. Some of y'all can't keep your hands to yourself either. Some of my sisters can't keep their hands to themselves either.
So I don't think that the answer to people who are putting their hands on each other is to dress up to go put hands on said people, sir. I could be wrong. But I'm thinking that's probably not the best way.
Scratching and biting and punching. Stop it. Stop the black on black romantic violence. We need love. We've had 400 years of hate. Can we try love for once? We've had 400 years of hate. Can we try love for once? Ibashe Oshun. We have 400 years of hate. Can we try love? That's all I'm saying. Who with me on that? We have 400 years of hate. Can we try love? That's all.
400 years of hate. Can y'all try love?
That's all.
That's it.
Black men want women who don't want to argue with us all day. Black men want women who ain't going to challenge us all day. Let's just be honest.
F and F, anyone? F and F?
Some queens, and I love my queens, but some of you are pathologically disagreeable. You disagree just to disagree because in your trauma as a queen. Some black women disagree just to disagree because in your trauma as a queen, you feel like agreeing with your king means you are being weak. That's how psychologically messed up some of us are. That's how psychologically messed up. You got some black women who believe if I agree with him, I'm being weak. So you argue just for the sake of arguing because you feel like if you don't argue, you're going to be taken for granted. That's trauma. That's trauma. That's trauma. But black man, let me ask you a question. If you know she traumatized, why you not making her get no help? Let me tell you.
Why y'all not making her get no help, you sassy straights? Why? This is all y'all's fault. Why? Help me understand. Why y'all not making her get some help?
Why a lot of black men prefer traumatized women.
Y'all prefer traumatized women? So y'all prefer traumatized women?
Traumatized women are very needy. And in their neediness, you feel secure about their commitment. Traumatized women are very needy. And so a lot of black men would rather have a traumatized woman because it makes you feel more secure in the relationship. Oh, yes. You don't want no self-sufficient black woman. You don't want no emotional.
You don't want no self-sufficient black woman.
Emotionally healthy black woman because
you don't want no emotionally healthy black woman, you sassy straight. Y'all ain't shit.
An emotionally healthy black woman could see you for who you are. An emotion.
Oh, so then y'all become the problem. So she the problem over here, you the problem over there. Everybody is a problem. I think that solves everything. No one will ever be together. It's all effed up. It's all finished. Like RBN says, it's a done deal. Thank you, Boo. He said, I guess blacks having a regular heartbeat is trauma too. Yes, if Dr. Umar says, then it has to be, regardless of whether he can cite a source or not. Okay? Just in case you didn't know. And I'm gonna need you and the rest of these sassy straights to get your ass together and go find a woman that is not traumatized. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to help. I'm just here to help. I be trying to help y'all. I'm just trying to help y'all. Thank you, Trent. He said, I agree. It's all y'all men fault. Me too. Guilty. That's the best super chat I've ever seen from you. I agree. Thank you, Boo. He said your school would help those women, Umar. Oh no, the school is opening next year. Didn't you hear? It's next year. It's supposed to be this year. It's supposed to have been last year. It's supposed to be the year before, but it's next year. Child, I'm ready. I'm going. Lord willing, I'm going. I'm there. I got y'all.
Black woman, emotionally controlled black woman can see you for who you are. So a lot of black men go after damaged goods on purpose. If I'm lying, I'm frying.
Is he frying? Is he lying?
I'm lying, I'm frying. I'm gonna say it again. You're talking to a therapist. I'm 25 years in the game. You can't play with me. I've seen it. Successful black men, rich black men, celebrity black men, everyday black men, we like traumatized women because their neediness not only makes us feel secure, we know we can manipulate them more. We can control them more. Black men love traumatized black queens. I said black men love traumatized black queens. I said black men love traumatized black queens.
Watch out. Listen, ladies, don't say I never heard. Don't say I never helped y'all. Dr. Umar said, so it gotta be true. They just be taking advantage of y'all. He said it. It must be true. Child, I be trying to help.
Just spit. Don't shoot the messenger. I have 4 sons. Can you suggest some books we can read together? Nayoka. Peace and love, sister.
What?
Nayoka.
English.
African lemonade.
English.
A light caramel. Some light honey shade queens. I'm going to give you 2 bookstores, Sister Nayoka. I want you to get in contact with Everyone's Place bookstore in Baltimore. Very large children's section. Everyone's Place bookstore in Baltimore. Very large children's section. Everyone's Place bookstore in Baltimore.
All right, that's enough. I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm trying to help y'all. I am traumatized because I have to deal with you on a daily basis. That's where my trauma comes from. Kay, and sometimes Big Boy, Trin, of course. Who else? T-Brew. Who else? Traumatizing me all the day. A little bit on Jay Gray, because he be coming up with some stuff, y'all. Let's go to Media Man, because he has a video that's titled Black Women Create Video Series. Black Women Creates Video Series on How to Date White Men. She should have just bought the book.
For the tip.
At least we read over here. Shout out to us. At least we read over here, okay? We be leering. Thank you, Reaper. I appreciate you, boo. He said, never in my life have I looked for a traumatized woman. Those types be crazy. Somebody wrote who is it? I missed it on the scroll. Oh, SG Fire 1 says, well, the more toxic, the better the X. So I've heard. Y'all be using any excuse, child. Any excuse. Yeah, I'm a F with her. I can see she crazy, but the box is good. Okay. Thank you, Trent. He said trauma box is straight. SG Fire 1. Look at this. Trauma box is straight fire. Best kind of box out here. See? This is what I'm talking about. Y'all invite this shit and then try to sit around and act like you don't be knowing. Y'all know you be knowing. Shout out to Snuggles in the building. I see you, boo. Shout out to all of y'all. Let me go ahead and play this video. This is what time is it? 4:30. All right, I got a little time. Oh, it's only 15 minutes. Let's see what they're talking about. Shout out to Media Man.
Let's talk about dating white men as a black woman. If you're a black woman who only dates black men, this video is not for you. You can keep scrolling. If you're a man, this video is not for you. Please keep scrolling. If you're not black, this video is not for you. Please keep scrolling. Now that we've gotten that part out of the way.
Wait, if you're not black, who are you talking to? Wait.
I want to make a disclaimer. This is just purely based on my experience. I have dated several white men in the past. Your results may vary. I'm not guaranteeing you anything. I'm not even suggesting that you should date white men. So just keep that in mind before you come for me.
You guys are tuning in. Appreciate the support. Once again, swirlers are divestors. And this young woman, she's new into the space, so I guess she's trying to make her way. She's trying to encourage more black women to date white men, even though she somewhat contradicted herself, but we can see right through it. We all know the game. I've been in these content spaces long enough to understand and how to weed through the subtle jabs that she's putting in there, trying to use clever wording to make sure that she doesn't outright say white men or I want you to date white men and exclude black men, but we all know the game, okay? But I need y'all to understand something before we even start to break down the video. What you just saw is something that I call one-way admiration. And what that means is that you have one group, black women, putting in a lot of effort, making content, giving advice to promote another group, white men. But that attention, from what I've noticed, is not being returned on any type of level. I wouldn't even say a small level. Yeah, you got a couple of, soft life content creators, the little couples, white man, older white man, young black woman, and he's spoiling her. We get it. We've seen what's going on in the news recently. Not going to speak on it just yet. I'm going to wait till all the facts come out if you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's why you guys haven't heard me talk about this. But when I started researching that topic, I came across this young woman. These women, they don't have a problem cheerleading.
Wants to say out loud. There's a few things that you need to have in place. First, you need to be in shape. You need to be feminine.
Wait, hold on. So in order to date a white man, you got to be in shape and you got to be fit. Ain't that what you sassy straights be looking for? But she's teaching black women how to do it for white men. Oh, Lord.
You need to be classy. If you don't have those 3 prerequisites, I'm sorry, I can't help you, okay?
Those are the same exact traits that black men have been asking black women for publicly for years. But now those same standards are being packaged, not as control, but as a requirement to access for white men and black women.
Whoa, yo, what the hell? These biatches ain't ish. These biatches.
I would do it with a woman like you. You're in Florida, right?
Shout out to Suzette Speaks. Hey, boo.
I am.
Take you and all your friends that you think are on your level. All right. And I take 1 or 2 men and maybe 8 of you guys. And I put those 2 men who are marriage minded looking for wives at that time. And I throw a pencil in. I throw a pencil, a stick, and a knife. And I say, fight. What you going to do? Your best friend, your bestie, your sorority sister, your girl, your junior league. What you going to do?
Hunger Games, stab another woman is what you're saying? Or I mean, not literally, but like fight her down to get that man?
And I have these 2 men who are ready to go. And every minute of the lead attorney's life is from his billable hours. You wasted 15 minutes of this high value man's time, not wanting to offend your friend. You're wasting all this time, and then eventually what I'll do is I'll put a wall where you are, and then I'll push a button, the wall will drop where you are, and then here come in the white women. And in the same pencil, the stick, and the knife will be with the white women. And say, here are the 2 men, 8 white women. Guarantee you, you would see Hunger Games.
They would fight, yeah, absolutely.
Right. You're supposed to be ready to compete for what it is you want. See, if I said there's a partner position, or if I had said that there is some status or that you and all your sorority sisters and girls wanted, you guys would fight for that. Because you deem it more valuable. That's what that example shows us. Our women don't even feel us. They don't even feel that we're valuable enough to offend one another for, much less fight.
The only people that talk like Mr. How Kevin has just expressed himself, and it was again at an earlier time in my life, are like, and not to be like classist, but my hood cousins talk like that. My hood younger female cousins would be like, you have to fight for your man, you have to fight and get him. Mm-hmm. They were talking like that from day one. And again, I was taught, and again, that's no excuse. That's like, whoa, that's like, not cool, low class, whatever. But yeah, they were very in tune with that, and they were very in tune with their being this war, this competition. But again, we're not. Yes, go ahead.
Well, see, so I'm gonna use my Uno reverse card now. I don't buy that. I'm gonna tell you why. Because all I have to do to get a different outcome is change the 2 men. I bring in 2 white men, Italian men, and have 8 black women in there. Automatically, they look at those men and know. Stick, knife, they know. What do you start to see? They start smiling. Posture stands up.
Oh no, not the smiling. Oh no, not the smiling. Sorry, y'all.
She was fucking his best friend. So, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
Remember, we talked about that recently. Ain't no smiling. Smile.
They're not looking to see what's going on. They're looking to see who's moving toward the stick. They're flipping their hair. Black women know non-black man, he ain't gonna put up with this bull crap. He has to be competed for. But you know what? If I get Prince Henry, or if I get the dude from Red, if I get him, I get extra points. Especially if he's a man of value. Oh man. So no. And the funny thing is, black women, you want to know what to do for black men? Do for black men what you would do for a white man, and that would be just fine.
Right.
Now notice I didn't mention anything about your skin color because it really doesn't matter. Okay, so let's move on to the meat and potatoes of the conversation. You need to identify if he is fetishizing you or if you're really his type. And this is how you're going to do that. First, you need to ask him if he's dated a black woman in the past. Okay, this is very important. Now, if he has only dated white women, you're his first black girl, that's a red flag. If he's only dated women outside of his race, but he's never dated a black woman, that's a yellow flag, okay? We want the white men who they love black women and you're their type. That's who we want to go for, okay?
And this is where the numbers actually come in, because when we look at the data, historically from 2015 Census Bureau data, only about 0.5% of married white men.
Medium Man, these people ain't looking at no damn stats. I mean, I know Medium Man is the stat man and everything, but child, it don't matter. These people ain't looking at no stats. They just be like, y'all just jealous, y'all just lying, y'all just worry about what we doing. Don't be worried about what we doing. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. Y'all just be worried about what we doing. Mind your business. You just jealous. You just jealous. Am I lying? The resident white woman, or one of the resident white women up in here. Celine says white men tolerate a lot less. Uh-oh. She telling. White men said we ain't putting up with bullshit. Oh, so at the end of the day, it's you Sassy Straight's fault because y'all be putting up with a lot of bullshit. That's what Celine is saying. She said, you Sassy Straights be putting up with a lot of bullshit. And white men said, child. So why is that? Why are y'all putting up with a lot of bullshit?
It's for the tip.
Y'all need to get it together. This is all y'all's fault, as per usual, child. Shout out to Lively Cuts. I appreciate you, hun. Thank you so much. He said, this is very necessary. Brain power activated. Shout out to you. We be leering, hun. We be leering. Thank you so much. Shout out to everybody that is here. 70 on vertical. Hit the like button for me. 319 total. Y'all hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. Come on, oh, hold on. Let me get that picture, child. Hold on. That's a good pause. Let me get it. Hold on. I know. Ghetto. All right. Let's go, Heifer.
Watch the full video before you come for me, okay? The reason why I don't date black men is because I only date the men that are interested in me, who approach me first, okay? I don't approach men. So I can only choose from the men that are interested in me. And that just so happens to be primarily white men. Now, I did go on a date with a black guy about 3 weeks ago, okay? So I do date black men. I never said that I only exclusively date white men, okay? So just get that straight. But the bottom line,
get it straight so y'all can approach her. She'll go out with you.
Is your options are who is interested in you and who's going to pursue you. That's my opinion.
So if your entire
I've heard that before, right? Like who likes you? Like who likes you? I've heard that before. Somewhere I've heard that before. So she's just practicing the same thing. I'm just saying. Thank you, boo. He said, because our mama black. That's right. Your mama black. Then you better date black. Okay. You better. Period. That's how it goes.
Her strategy is,
but that's not the same for them. Even though they mama is black, they don't have to date black. But y'all gotta date black because as soon as you don't, you hate your mom. You hate your mom. I know it makes no sense.
I only deal with men who approach me, and the group you're highlighting rarely chooses you. Then what are you guys actually doing here?
This is how you're going to tell what kind of white man you're dealing with. You're going to listen to how he compliments you. Does he talk about your skin color, how dark it is, your lips, your body, and all those red flags? He's got to go. No, you don't want that kind of white guy. Now, if he compliments your hair, that's okay. But the type of white guy that you want to go for is the type that's going to help you take your sewing out, help you take your braids out. When you tell him,
wait a damn minute, hold on. Do what? Girl, what?
Flags, he's got to go. No, you don't want that kind of white guy. Now, if he compliments your hair, that's okay. But the type of white guy that you want to go for is the type that's going to help you take your sewing out, help you take your braids out. When you
any white men here? Where the white men at? Where's Robert Wiseman? Who else? Child, are y'all taking braids and wigs out and weaves out? Bueller? Are y'all gonna help to take out the weaves and the braids and the all that type of stuff? Let me tell you something. When I used to be able to have it, Mr. Messy was not helping me take out none of that. You know who would help me take out my hair? My daughters. Was not doing that shit. Are y'all low testosterone? Oh, Dr. Manhattan is in here. He said, no, hell no. Oh, no. Somebody is lying. Somebody is a lying around here. I'm just saying, this is half damn crazy. I didn't know. White men. Oh, child, had I known back when I had hair and I could put a weave in there, then I would have said, let me get a white man so he can help me take out my weave. That's a reason to date someone, y'all. What is going on around here, chat?
tell him that it's wash day and you can't hang out, he offers to come over and help you wash your hair. That's the type of white guy that we want to go for, okay? You want the type of white guy who's going to advocate for you, he's going to be protective of you, and he actively wants to learn about you and your culture. That's who we want.
And this is
Billy, go whatever your name is. I can't bring that highlighter. I can't turn your comment on, but y'all, if you send me that story, send it to me on Instagram, please. Because, y'all, I don't remember hearing nothing about that. Lord help your people. He said, because I don't want to bring the comment up. Billy Goat Gruff said, remember the white football player that put the black woman through her TV, went to the store and came back and said, you still alive? Do y'all know who that is? Have y'all heard that before? What the hell?
Crazy. She has a whole list, specifically the things that she wants. Now she's describing protect, provide, advocate.
Most important thing when it comes to dating white men, after determining whether he's fetishizing you or not, this is the next most important thing, okay? Is you are going to put yourself on the pedestal of all pedestals, okay? Because white men who like black women, they see you as a queen, they see you as a goddess. So you need to see yourself as that queen and as that goddess. They want to worship the ground that you walk on, so make it easy for them, okay?
If that were true at scale, it would show up in the numbers, but it doesn't, black women. It doesn't. Because
Media Man. Shout out to Media Man. I know you're making the content, but child, you know damn well they don't give a damn. They're going to believe it because they would rather believe the, what is it called? The small percentage as opposed to the big percentage, because they would rather waste time going for the improbable instead of the probable. Does that make sense? Chad Wheeler is the name of the person, child. Y'all, Lord, let me just go ahead and Google that real quick. Chad Wheeler. Girlfriend. Oh, she did an interview. Chad Wheeler, ex-girlfriend. Oh, found guilty on 2 counts. Oh, he looked crazy. Child, he looked like just one of them people that we was seeing that was on that whole list of these divestor dudes. I'd be crossing the street. I don't care who he played for. Oh, you just sent it to me? Thank you, boo. Appreciate you. He looked like I'm crossing the street. See, this is why I stay in the house, child. I ain't got time. These people make no good decisions. But what I was saying is they would rather go for the least, believe in something that happens the least instead of doing something that, you know, is the most. I know I'm saying that wrong, but I know what I'm saying. Hopefully you know what I'm saying, right? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So go for the one. So go for the 1 in a million shot. That makes sense, child. Yeah, that's why they are loving Meghan Markle and have loved Meghan Markle because she got herself a prince. So I guess they think princes are running around here for them to pick up on. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to that woman, Celine. Thank you, boo. She said my cousin Tom, good old Tom, sounds so white. Hey, Tom was in an LTR with a black woman, long-term relationship with a black woman. He even took in her kids and they were a happy couple. That's rare. Good for them. Shout out to Tom, white man that took on a black woman. Did they get married? Shout out to Tom. Tell Tom we said hi, child. Tell Tom we say hi.
Admiration that is real, it should translate into relationships.
Very important. White guys like natural hair.
I thought they like hard wigs, soft life. It's too much misinformation.
Straight hair and braids. Okay, so any of those 3 styles you can rock. I would definitely lean towards natural. They love natural. Lean into that.
Wait. I thought y'all like natural. Wait, damn it. I thought you sassy straights wanted natural. Oh, they broke up? Oh, sorry to hear that. Tell Tom thanks for trying, though. I thought y'all wanted natural, but they gonna do natural for the white man?
If you're already natural, okay? There's 2 types of white guys who like black girls, okay? You have your spicy white, which we know that type, the swaggy one, the one who's invited to the cookout, the one who has good taste in music. Maybe he has a beard.
The wigger.
And maybe he's bald. Those type of guys love black women. And then the other type of men who love black women are going to be your golden retriever, kind of nerdy, maybe not so much.
The dog?
Picked type of white man. Look, this video is not for sensitive people, okay? Let me just say that, okay?
The spicy white archetype. You know what's crazy? We've already seen this before. There was a whole trend on TikTok called the black girlfriend effect, where white men would get into relationships and then black women would coach them into adopting faded haircuts, beards, fashion.
I don't remember that, but you know the one that I do remember, which is around the time when I first came on here, is that they were over there doing the white guy was putting the noose around their neck and they were doing this and they thought that shit was cute. I mean, it was cute to somebody. Clearly it was a whole ass trend. Y'all remember that? Child, they was just out there and the white guys holding the thing around their neck and they was doing it. There was a ton of them. It was a ton of them. I was like, this is really when I first got introduced to how toxic TikTok was. I was like, willingly doing that shit. It's something like a song with I got a white girl or a white boyfriend or something like that. I forget what the song was, but it was wild. But y'all don't forget, your sassy straights. Y'all better have some empathy, some sympathy, some compassion, and nice and kind words to make sure that you say with regard to this Ashlee Robinson
Black
situation.
cultural mannerisms. And they even used Jack Harlow's song where he said something about pasta and lobster. It's crazy. So again, why is that?
Now we have the two types of white men established. Let's talk about the kinds of white men that fall into those categories that like black women. You have your redheads, you have your East Coast Italians, and then you have your bald men. Those are the men that really love and celebrate black women. That's pretty much it. At the end of the day, you need to go where you're celebrated, where you're appreciated. You're not going to be on the hunt for a white man. This video is not about that. But this is just for my ladies who want to diversify a little bit and see what happens. And that's it. I hope this guide helped you. Save it and send it to a friend.
Even with
there you go. There's a guide to help y'all. If you happen to be listening, hating hoes, you saw the name, you can go on over there and get all the help that you need, child. If it ain't one thing, it's something else. Child, moving on. We're going to go to Shay Sharday. Shout out to our friend Shay Sharday. We got about a good 25 minutes, half an hour left for ya. Shay did this 4 days ago. It says, where are the white men defending Ashlee Jenae? Girl, I did a video on that. I'm trying to understand it too. Where they at? Where they at?
Mystery, anger, sadness. It's like a part of me has been taken away.
We have not determined the cause of death yet at all in the investigation. So on the still pending right now. So there has nothing official has been released. That's what we're trying to find out. We just want answers.
What was it that the hotel initially told you guys?
The person that Joe McCain, who she was traveling with, that he had found her and that they had taken her to the hospital.
We just think it's very odd that our daughter is traveling with Joe and we don't hear anything from Joe. To me, that's very odd. And initial call that she got from Joe was 11 hours after something had transpired in the room. And that's very odd. 11 hours later, something had transpired and Joe just relayed to Jana that Ashlee was okay, she was stable and she was okay and don't worry about it.
But that she was at the hospital.
Yes, 11 hours later.
So have you spoken to him since, and what has he been saying?
There has been no communication.
She spoke right up. You go, sis.
Continuing this conversation about Ashlee Jenae and her mysterious unaliving, I wanted to just follow up on some of the latest details and then go into the larger discussion on whether or not white men should be advocating for Ashlee Jenae and why that question is even relevant. But before I do so, let's just
shout out to Tiffany Amber Thiessen. I swear that must be her.
Just do a deep dive of where we're at, and then we're going to get into the larger question. So here it says the new fiance of New Jersey influencer Ashlee Jenae is being quizzed about her death in Zanzibar, which came just hours after an explosive fight left them forced to stay in separate rooms. And so for those of you guys who do not know, the context of this mysterious unaliving is that evidently, while she was on her dream trip and her fiance
Lucifer, you are definitely Lucifer Ratzinger. I can't bring that comment up. You ain't shit. You ain't shit.
They proposed to her. They had a fight that was so bad, the officials or the people at the hotel actually had to separate them and put them in separate rooms. Now, what that means, what that looks like, they didn't really go into a lot of details, but it was obviously pretty serious if the hotel staff had to get involved and put them in separate quarters. Like that's pretty serious. And so Joe McCain, 45, continues to be questioned by the police force, and his travel document has been withheld. The Tanzania police force said in its
his name is John McCain. His name is John McCain. Rest in peace to John McCain, the real John McCain.
Latest update Tuesday, the influencer's unaliving is related to a fight the newly engaged couple had at a hotel that was so severe, hotel staff moved McCain to separate rooms for their safety, the police statement confirmed. Yeah, that's kind of a big deal. They had a fight that was so severe that the authorities had to get involved. That's like pretty important.
Shay, no, that was true love, girl. That was true love. They was in love. Everything was wonderful. That's what the bestie said. The bestie said everything was everything. They was in love. Even though she said she never met the man, they was in love. The mama said she was where she wanted to be. So she was where she wanted to be, right? Fighting from the time they stepped foot in Africa. Fighting the whole damn time with all these wonderful videos. Oh my God, I'm feeding the giraffe. I'm feeding the zebra. Nyla is walking in front of us. Oh my God, I said yes. We ain't even hear her say yes. I wonder if she said yes. They ain't even let us hear if she said yes or not. Lord help your people. Shout out to our resident woman. Thank you, boo. White people are 7 to 8% of the world population. Part of the reason why white men don't date out is because they want white children. It's about survival. Oh, I have no doubt about that. No doubt whatsoever. It'd be cool if most of us wanted that, but shout out to the Black community with the highest AB rate. Thank you, boo. Appreciate you. Shout out to my fave. He said Ashlee Wig keeping her ghost tether. Goodbye, sir. Stop this. Stop this. Y'all hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. If you are not in this chat, you are missing out. This chat is half damn crazy all the damn time. Shout out to Aliyah.
Piece of evidence. Now, as we continue, it says McCain has said he returned.
Shout out to Lively Cuts for the trophy cake. Thank you, boo. That's very generous of you. I appreciate you.
The security guard to check up on the influencer, also known as Ashlee Robinson, and found her hanging from a door, her family said. Okay, so that to me already doesn't make sense. So you guys have a fight that is so severe, people have to separate you, the authorities have to separate you, but then later on you go on to check on your fiance who you were arguing with police officer, or security guard rather. That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense. And if the reason was, oh, he was checking to make sure she was safe. I've been to Zanzibar before, and the resorts that they're talking about are incredibly safe. Super safe, beautiful. Like, there's not a lot of
new information right there. So Shay has been to Zanzibar before, and the resort. Anybody been to Zanzibar before? She said the resorts are good, they're safe. But we heard 25 here, 65 there, 10 minutes away. 10 minutes away. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So is that enough time to come and delete and go back home or get back to your room or whatever? Like I agree. How much of a fight were you having on a trip that you planned, on a trip where it was your birthday, on a trip where you got engaged to, but you still fighting? But you still haven't, you're fighting so badly after I'm telling y'all, we not fighting. We not fighting. Once we wasn't fighting beforehand, but once we engage, if it's real, we're not fighting. Not on the now engagement trip. That is the last thing we are doing, okay? So what is it? How come nobody else can see it? Not y'all, not us. How come some of these other people can't see it? It don't make sense. I agree with the parents. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. But y'all, we don't know nothing, right? That's all right. That's all right. Those of us that have played Clue, we gonna figure it out. Shout out to Reaper. I appreciate you, boo. So is Ashlee the new face of Between the Washer and Dryer? Oh my God. Soft life, hit the like button and kick a dot. Oh my God. Y'all are determined to be difficult today. I cannot. Thank you though. Shout out to HMG. Hey auntie. Hey boo. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit.
Criminality there. So he wasn't concerned about her safety as far as her being kidnapped or anything like that. Like, they're in a freaking beautiful island in paradise, surrounded by nothing but like beaches and just nature. So why again was he going to check on her with a security guard? Like that, this right here to me doesn't make sense. And like I said, even understanding being Zanzibar.
Well, she allegedly asked him to come back. So I guess we're assuming that it was a man that was the butler or the attendant. She asked him to come back allegedly after asking for the phone charger, which is a little strange too, as an influencer, as an experienced influencer. Child, I'm not even an influencer, and I keep a damn battery pack, child, and a plug, and a stand wherever I go. I actually have two battery packs, because if one run out, we're ready to go, so that the phone will not die. That's just me. Gorilla Grip, thank you, boo. Nala the Lion needs to testify. We need to hear from Nala. Shout out to Nala. Justice for Nala. We should start a GoFundMe for Nala.
Myself, and kind of understanding what it's like there makes it even less likely that he was concerned about her actual safety. This is in my opinion, the way I'm reading it. It said she died later in hospital just a week after McCain had popped the question. Police confirmed that the death appeared to be a suicide and did not elaborate on why McCain was being questioned. Sources told the BBC that he was being questioned just as a witness and has not been accused of any wrongdoing. However, the woman's parents claimed that her daughter's fiance also.
I want to know if the attendant has been questioned. That is a good question. How come we haven't heard that the attendant has been questioned? I feel like that's important.
Alerted them to the tragedy 11 hours later and has since been vague about what happened. They also said they were struggling to get clear updates from Tanzanian authorities while challenging the idea that their daughter would unalive herself, basically. Early this month, McCain popped the question to Robinson, who also celebrated her birthday in April. And since then, Harry Robinson, Ashlee Jenae's dad, has since opened up a GoFundMe in order to try to help with the mounting costs, and also I think to try to launch a continual investigation into Tanzania, Zanzibar, and actually see what happened. So that's just a quick recap of where we're at. Basically, we found out
the dad was out here trying to do his best over here in the United States of America, because they didn't believe any of this story.
Thanks for the tip.
And yet again, I don't believe that she self-deleted. That's just That's just my 2 cents. It just doesn't make any sense as a woman. And I hate saying that, but as a woman, it doesn't make sense after an engagement and after a trip to Africa, because that was her first time from what I understand. And then you're there with the man of your dreams and then you go self-delete. It don't make sense to me. Shout out to Reaper. Thank you, boo. He said, was she hitting on the butler after finding out Joe was getting black ass like he lived in the ATL? Now, I'm not gonna lie. I have heard, but not from like a verifiable source, that he frequented Africa. That's what I heard. But like I said, I didn't see it verified. I just see people saying that. And he was there all the time. And he knew all the people. And he was, cavorting, allegedly, with all these women there. Child, Tanzanian Times didn't even say that. So I ain't say nothing. But since you brought it up, I only heard that from people just saying it. So I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if it's true. Was she hitting on the butler? I don't know. But if allegedly, because I've also heard that they are saying that she was mad, allegedly, because she found out that Joe was messing with somebody, I'm assuming somebody at the resort, because he goes there so often, so he knows some people. He clearly does like black women, okay, because his wife is half and half or something. And I think there was some other black woman in his life, okay? So allegedly there's that. So it wouldn't be too far off the realm of possibility that maybe that he's talked to other women in a place where a lot of black women are, and he knows a lot of people. Maybe she found out. That's the reason was the big blow up argument, blah, 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 blah. Could allegedly she had gotten the attendant to try to come back to get back at Joe? Possibly, right? If that stuff is true. Again, I don't know that stuff is true, but I've heard it. Until I see something in a verifiable source, yeah, I'm gonna let that go. Thank you, boo. Shout out to my fave. He said, did Nyla witness the red rum? Is Nyla okay? Now, the odds are that Nyla did not witness it, because I'm pretty sure they didn't have a lion in their room, allegedly. I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say no lions were in the room. But there should be cameras, especially since even Shay just said it's a decent resort. We looked at it. It looks like it's a decent resort. They're not going to have these places be unsafe when they expect people to come in here to be paying them prices, because it's got to be high. They didn't go to the Red Roof Inn. I'm pretty sure, given all this luxury, they're not going to go to a place that doesn't look luxurious. And remember, everybody kept saying luxury when they was talking about this place. And when we looked at it, it's pretty luxurious. I would never leave that place, ever, no way. So that's another thing that don't make no sense. You just spent all that money, you there at that beautiful place, and then you're going to self-delete? Yeah, I don't believe that. Gorilla Grip, appreciate you. He said, I feel bad for the dad. I believe he was the most disrespected one and has to try and clean up their mess. I believe that he's doing the best that he can. I don't think that he's in charge. I'm gonna put it that way. But he's doing the best that he can. I'm gonna say that. I'll just leave it at that. Because based off of that interview we watched, the mom is clearly in charge. And we've seen based off of the tweets and everything that the mom was in charge. And the dad wasn't even in her life for the most part when she was younger. And now he's doing everything that he can. Hopefully he's not being hindered. But the autopsy was done as of Thursday for us, which was Friday for them. And today now is probably Tuesday, and they still ain't released nothing? That sounds crazy.
Before she mysteriously was unalived, or supposedly unalived herself, before her sudden death, she had a dramatic fight with her fiance that was so severe that they had to be separated and put in separate rooms. That happened just like the day before, right? Or shortly before that. And then she ends up mysteriously unalived. So that is the context. And also based upon her own family, McCain has been very quiet. He has not talked to them at all since she's died. He's been completely, there's been no communication. So
now we're revisiting basically. Shout out to Shay for going over the timeline. That sounds weird. He ain't even reaching out to the mama like that, keeping her informed. This is what's happening. Thank you for supporting us. I can't believe this is what's going on. He's supposed to be the protector, right? Ain't that what y'all do? Y'all supposed to protect. Where are all the videos about protection? Protection. Where are all the videos about protection and men are supposed to take care of and watch over and all those things? Where that's at? Where are those stories and videos at? We asked the question. I don't see a lot of other people saying that. Typically, it's mostly Joe gets absolved. Not mostly, but we've seen enough heifers say that Joe gets absolved. Y'all jumping to conclusions. Y'all don't know what you're talking about, but we should believe what they say. Okay.
So that's even more suspicious because to me, anybody who was in love with a woman and you are proposing to that woman and you are now saying, hey, I want, we're going to come together in unity. Our family's going to come together. Like, God forbid you lose the love of your life. You're not going to try to separate yourself from their family. Like, especially if you were on good terms with him. It didn't sound like the family had any negative words towards him or they didn't have any animosity.
It sounded like the mom knew him more than the dad, but he did say that she called to show him the ring and to announce their engagement. So I guess they were really engaged and happy. So it sounds like she did say yes. Now that I think about it. So she did say yes. We just didn't hear it.
If you're in good terms with the family, you would want to be in constant communication with them. You would want to be trying to support each other.
Right.
You would be wanting to try to find out answers yourself. So just to me personally, his behavior seems a little bit strange. But here is the bigger question around this whole thing. We know what the officials have said or what some of the official reports have said. Now, if you guys know anything about, countries like Tanzania or Zanzibar, it is not uncommon for the official report to be determined by who is the highest bidder, quite frankly. I would not be surprised if McCain, who had a lot of money, paid somebody off and said, hey, please make sure this is the official story. That is not outside of the
Wow, what a thing to say about the motherland. They say whoever is the highest bidder wins. So he could conceivably, or anybody could come through and pay enough money and just be like, yeah, here you go. There you go. And that'd be that. Wow. I thought he was detained. He is detained from leaving. So his passport is confiscated, but that don't mean that he can't move around, I guess. I don't think, I've seen arrested and then not necessarily arrested. Arrested for what? If they don't have a cause of death or anything. But then again, I guess they can do whatever they can in Africa. So Shay been there, so I guess we can believe her, right?
That is not outside of the realm of possibility. Now, I don't know for sure. We don't know for sure. This is all speculation. But what I'm saying is I wouldn't necessarily take what the authorities are saying at face value without doing my own investigation. When you understand that, unfortunately, a lot of those authorities out there are pay to play, unfortunately. And so they might have to pay a few dollars to actually get the truth. And I am glad they're going out there to do their own investigation to get to the bottom of things. But with that said, one of the reasons the story was so viral, and I think one of the reasons the story has gotten a lot of traction is again, the context surrounding their relationship and their story. See, Ashlee Jenae was a soft life divester, right? She was a Black woman who promoted the soft life through divesting, specifically through divesting and dating and marrying white men. Like, that was her claim to fame. She was very much about leveling up through proximity and closeness to white men. She was advocating.
And that's why she was so popular. Dane said he disagrees with Shay. Once Joe called his lawyer would advise to cut off communications. You know what? I would agree, but in this case, right? If there was some lawyer, why hasn't he said anything? This is too popular, in my opinion, of a case for the lawyer who always is looking for attention, who's always looking for their next client. No shade TLA. And they would be out here saying, yeah, so I've talked to Joe. He's retained me as his attorney. You can direct all your questions toward me and we'll get back to you when we can. I'm just saying. And we ain't seen none of that either. I'm just saying. That's what I would think. Lively Cuts, I appreciate you, boo. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
Hidden for white men, for that lifestyle. And so when I ask, okay, so do white men and should white men come to the defense of Ashlee Jenae? This is a serious, and I think this is a legitimate question because, see, the thing about divesting and about the divestor movement is the whole idea is, okay, I'm going to leave.
Shay said I ain't playing games. She put it out there on Twitter. Shout out to Shay Sade.
The Black community. I'm going to leave Blackistan. I'm going to leave all of the Black trauma, whatever that you associate with Blackness, and I'm now going to leave the struggle bus, leave the struggles, and now integrate myself into this other community. To which I would say, okay, fine, that's completely okay. I think everybody has the right to do that. But now, what does that mean? If you were integrating into a white community, you're a Black woman coming from a Black context, you have essentially or are essentially choosing to reject your community, or at the very least the men of your community. So what does
how come nobody thinks about that when they're saying that everybody should feel some kind of way and should be supporting? So she's right. She, in essence, meaning Ashlee, who was an confirmed soft life divester per Madame Noir, and you basically give your ass to kiss to the Black community. Is that not true? So why would and should the Black community come to your defense? You know what I mean? Right? Why would they? Why is it a requirement? See, you know, and taking this out of the way right now, Black people love to jump in this shit and don't think this shit through. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, hon. I appreciate you. They just jump in with no thought, no forethought of consequences down the line or anything. Just jump in for jumping in's sake. It's like there's kind of never thinking ahead as to why you're doing something. Why are you doing this? Why am I getting involved? Why am I worried? Why do I care? How does this help me? How does this benefit me, my time, my energy, and my effort? It's just jump and go. No plan, no thoughts, no how do you get out of it once you get into it, whatever it might be, right? Because I feel like it's the same thing with relationships sometimes. Oh, I'm going off a feeling, child, that lasts for about 40. I give you 2 weeks on that. Then you're going to have to move it on to something else other than, oh, I got a feeling. Because, child, that's your OPP, okay? If you wanted to move on to something else, you got to look into something else and think something else. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Uncle Rick said, I can't protect what I can't correct. Her men should be protecting her. That's what I said initially, but they don't want to acknowledge that. The person that should have been protecting her is the person that was with her. The person that her mama said she wanted to be with. The person that she chose to say, yes, I agree to marry you. But for the stars that seem to think that the Black people, the Black community is supposed to jump out, she gave the Black community her ass to kiss, technically, by being a soft life divester. Let's not act like we don't know what it means. And Shay just said the same thing. And you gave your all to them, then why ain't they giving their all back to you? Those are some questions that some people should be asking, but instead they would rather come and attack and say what somebody else needs to do. See, this is another indication of sitting around here following these heifers when they don't even know what they're doing most of the damn time, so that the rest of us can be all confused, chaotic, and downtrodden. Nah, sis, you can have that. I'm telling you, most of the time, nothing is thought through before it's done. And that's how all these dumbass situations happen. And dumbass situations, what I mean by that with regard to this is the fact that now these women are saying, you Black sassy straights are not doing what you're supposed to do, and you have no right to say anything, and you shouldn't be talking negative, and you should be helping. Well, where's that smoke for the white men that she gave the Black community's ass to kiss, that she decided to be over there? You know they're not going to hear that. You know they're not going to hear that.
What does that mean about your now communal, the support that you're going to get? What does that mean with the way that you're going to be treated? What does that mean with the way you're going to be advocated for? And so these are all the questions that I think, not only are they relevant questions to think about, even if you were wanting to, if you wanted to dabble into that movement, but especially in a time like this, where this would be a time where Ashlee Jenae's real community would be advocating for her, would be at least speaking out for her, would be doing what they can, if nothing else, making noise. This would be a time where they would.
Where the white women at? Shout out to CGA. Not Celine. Where are the liberal white women that Black women always running around with in order to jump onto their causes, and then they turn around and say, what happened, when they really don't follow through when they want them to do something for them?
kind of shit is that?
Where are all the liberal white women that y'all love and that y'all go fight with them for causes for? Like Don Lemon, the leader of the Black Lives Matter down there in Minnesota. Y'all remember? Y'all remember, right? Where they at? They should be. Jump on it, child. Jump on it. Shout out to RBN. Appreciate you. He said, how can he protect her from himself? Allegedly. Yes. Thank you for the allegedly. I'm going to let that go, child. I don't know.
Would really be going hard in the paint, trying to make sure she gets justice, right? And see what happens, particularly in the white community, when they're ready to rally around something or when they're ready to get something done, they'll pass laws. Think about that.
Listen to that. She said the white people get laws passed, and they do. The white people get the laws passed. The black people listen to Al Sharpton and Rowley while they sit here and talk about you, criticize you, and throw Jamal up in there. You can't read. I got to make you a video. Go sell your stock. Don't give you nothing to put the money in. Just do it because I say so. That man is wrong, and he's a plant, and y'all should listen to me because you can't get nothing changed unless you get somebody in there to change it. Nigga, Joe Biden was just in there. Obama was in there. But you got to get, who is it then? Who? I'm an owl right now. Who? It's clearly not Democrats. Y'all didn't have plenty of Democrats. They ain't getting no reparations. They ain't getting nothing done for black people. But he gonna sit up there in 2026 and say, you got to get the right people in there. So that leads me to believe he don't know what the hell he talking about. He get it wrong every single time. But y'all still want to follow him. Rowley. The Boule said to get this shit done, he gets that shit done. Y'all still listening to that nigga because you think he give a damn about y'all? Send me the videos when they got something to do, not say, something to do with what's just happened in Shreveport.
Example that happened just a few months ago where you had that white immigrant woman, she was a Ukrainian woman who was fatally, unalived by a black man in the BART. You had all kinds of white political commentators, white male commentators saying all kinds of things advocating for her. The Matt Walsh's of the world, the Tucker Carlsons of the world. You had people of all backgrounds. You had prominent white American men who were very vocal about how heinous his crime was. They took this so seriously that they passed a bill. Irina's Law, which was passed on October.
Irina's Law was passed, y'all. What has Al and Rowley done to help pass shit? Y'all, Irina, this thing that happened to this Irina, whatever her name is, was less than a year ago, if I'm not mistaken. They got a law passed. What y'all get? Al Sharpton, you got Rowley calling y'all names. You don't know what you talking about. Listen to me because I said so. You got Al talking about we need the right people in office. You got Jamal telling y'all that y'all don't read, sell your stock.
October 3rd, 2025, and it took effect in December last year. They passed a bill over the tragedy surrounding this white immigrant woman, by the way. She wasn't even American born. She was a white immigrant woman. So I'm saying that because, when white people, when they have something that are serious, right? And when there are things that are close to their heart, they're going to rally together and, push them.
Child, and technically she was a tether, right? She was here on a visa. She a tether.
If push comes to shove, they will pass laws and create laws to ensure that their needs are being met, that their voices are being heard. And so Ashlee Jenae, being someone who openly advocated for being with white men and was very open about her wanted to be with white.
Child, this is not funny, but it's funny. Shout out to Jane though. Because it's the truth. This is what the color community likes. Performative shit. That's why when someone's performing, they can't even tell. This whole relationship was performative. Not only did they get a George Floyd painting, they got Black Lives Matter Boulevard down there in DC and was mad when somebody came through and put paint over it. And I think they've since changed it or something. Shit that don't make no difference. So y'all got Juneteenth, which is fine. I get the day off. Everybody get the day off. So how is that helping black people? Okay.
Man, I'm curious why I'm not seeing the same level of support. I'm curious why I'm not seeing the same level of outrage. I'm curious as to why I'm not seeing the same level of consistent anger and rage that you saw in the case of of Irina, like you saw in the case of the white immigrant woman. Like, why am I not seeing the same energy for Ashlee Jenae by these white men that she advocated for? I think y'all already know the answer to that.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. But this brings up a really important question. This entire scenario, as tragic as it is, she did not deserve to go in the way that she did. I understand that she said things that were very controversial, particularly about Black men. I don't advocate and I don't support those things. Nevertheless, she did not deserve to go the way that she did. However, the reality is, when Black women, when they do, stake their claim and when they do make these really public service announcements, there are consequences with that. And I do think it's important for us to understand in 2026 the way race still operates. And one of the critiques that I have for the divestment space, well, I have many critiques, but one of the main critiques I have for the divestment space is the way in which it in my opinion, refuses to acknowledge the reality of race today. It gives Black women the illusion that they can escape their Black reality.
Goodbye. I mean, I'm gonna get this picture right here. Shay got some good pictures. I'm gonna have to ask her, where the hell are you getting these pictures from? I love it. White women want to be like us. We are the standard. There aren't Black people that have blue eyes and blonde hair. Child, please. I will, boo. Thank you so much. That's what they will say about this, right? Y'all already know.
Simply by sleeping with white men. And in order to believe that, you would have to overlook history, and you would have to actually overlook historical trends to believe that's the case. Like, there are Black women who believe that their Black girl magic and their queen ebony goddess skin is going to keep them from experiencing any of the challenges associated with being Black in the West. And that's just not true. You can be sleeping up there with a white man all day, every day, and still, unfortunately, be unalived at the hands of white supremacy, right? Or just be unalived at the hands of a white dude who gets sick of you. You know what I mean? Like that can.
I was about to say, I don't know if it's necessarily about white supremacy, but everybody loves saying that for everything.
That can still happen. And the thing about it is, a lot of people, including myself, are not reacting to the interracial component in and of itself. No. I don't care, and I think most people don't really care if somebody is in an interracial relationship and they're happy and they're living their lives and they're really, truly, genuinely building a life together and building a family together. No one, generally speaking, has a problem with that. You may have a few people here and there, but I think by and large, that's not really pressing anybody. The issue becomes if and when that is done as a way to promote anti-Blackness, and if and when that is done to also pedestalize white men or idolize white men in a way that can be very dangerous. And that is something
we've seen that in the last couple of days, right? We definitely seen that in the last couple of days. Listen, you like it, I love it. You like it, I love it. Like I keep saying, the mama said that's where she wanted to be. That's it. What else is there to say? That's where you wanted to be. She was happy, I suppose, and it is what it is. Again, I don't think that it's self-deletion, but at the same time, I'm gonna need some of these hating hoes, because I know the hating hoes is listening, to acknowledge the fact that Joe needs some questions to be answered, and so does the attendant. Especially since y'all don't believe that she self-deleted either. How this all turns around to be on Black men is beyond me. Y'all unfocused as usual. Stay focused, child. I'm telling you, these people don't know how to stay focused. Just they're going to find a way to blame y'all sassy straights no matter what. It is what it is. That's y'all's lot in life. But SYCBM. I don't know if Kofa's still here. SYCBM. I'm back on that today. Anyway, y'all, it's 5:25. I got to go. Got to go to the dentist. It was fun. We learned some more today, and tomorrow we will learn some more as well. So, y'all, thank you so much. Shout out to everyone that donated today. I appreciate you. Shout out to y'all for pulling up at such a late time. Appreciate you. Look at this. Look at this. All my hoes demonetized. What is you doing, child? I'm about to get up off of here and go to the dentist. Thank you, boo. And yes, it's always Anton's fault, Trump's fault. I forget what else's fault. I can't think of it. Somebody else's fault, but y'all already know. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Shout out to 43,000. On the way to 50. Make sure you hit the like button. Share the stream. Share the stream. Share the stream. I appreciate y'all. I see you all in the next one.